Big Ben Burnham.
Yeah.
Triple B.
Triple B, yeah.
Hey, and what a bang to your start of your career, mate. What a fight.
It's good, hasn't it?
I think he's got the most views on the night.
Has it, yeah?
Yeah, and we had quite a lot of views on the night because it was a good show from start to finish.
Yeah.
But there was 2 fights in the middle. You starting it off, and perhaps not the way you want to start your professional career, because you walked onto it. We just said before, it was only a stiff jab.
Yeah.
But you actually moved onto it as he threw it.
Yeah.
And it knocked you back to the ropes. But I think it's what he followed it up with, because he didn't leave you alone then till the end of the round, was it?
Yeah, geared him up a bit, didn't he, as soon as he hit me with it, like. Some shots, it's damn close as well. But obviously I'm glad that it happened in my first fight, because if it had just boxed someone that had just come, not through much, you know, and just give me an easy fight.
You would, I mean, there's pros and cons to it. I mean, that is a fight you're normally not going to experience until maybe 8th, 9th or even 10th fight.
Yeah.
He asked some questions of you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you were good enough to find the answers in the next round.
Yeah, I recovered straight away after he hit me with the shot, like. I recovered quick off it.
But what I'm saying is, though, you managed to find the answers to those questions, and it's spectacular style as well, mate. I mean, I think he put so much into that first round, because it was quite early on when he caught me that stiff jab.
Yeah, it was,
and then he just threw bomb after bomb after bomb on you.
Yeah.
And we're all thinking, oh, what have we done? Because we didn't know the kid, you know, he'd not fought on our show before. His record was not what you'd want for someone making a debut. I think he was 2-5-1 at the time.
Yeah, it was half decent, wasn't it? Yeah.
He was, and he had some shoulders on him, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a big fella, like. Even his corner man, every shot he was hitting me, his corner man was like, hey. He was ready for it, like.
Well, he you know, the journeyman, the British journeyman, we have a role for him. You know, they're here to come and test you. Not necessarily win, but to test you, to see, to ask little questions that you can answer one at a time. But he just came with an absolute avalanche. He threw everything that he had in his arsenal at you. You somehow managed to weather the storm to the end of the round. You composed yourself really quickly, and you were like a new man in the second round. It wasn't like the person that had got caught. You know, I think it was about 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was like through the fight, through the round. Yeah, as soon as I got back in the corner, Sean just told me then just to stay long, because obviously my debut, rushing it, come flying out, throwing like triple jabs, 4 jabs, all that. And Sean just told me just stay back to get back to your boxing, long shots, stay away from him, because he was throwing big shots and I could feel them as well in them little gloves. So yeah, as soon as I stayed long, and I was just
working your ass off, because
you're
tall, aren't you?
Easy then, yeah.
Well, what's your weight? Are you middleweight? Yeah.
Middleweight, yeah. So he was bigger than me. Like, it was the fight with, I think I weighed in at 12 stone, so it was a bit over middleweight, yeah. But obviously, didn't really matter.
No, we don't even know what he weighed in, because he wasn't there to weigh in at the time. But I think he was probably a little bit heavier than you. But I think he probably in great shape. He's a middleweight himself. But like I say, great set of shoulders on him, threw everything at you, he weathered the storm, and then the knockout was spectacular, mate. It was, I was filming it. It was right in the corner where I was, and I took the camera off him because, you know, they didn't need to start the count, did they? It was a beautiful few punch. They must have threw about a good half dozen shots that landed cleanly on him.
I think so, yeah.
And then the final one was a beast of an overhand right.
Yeah, that's what I seen his eyes drop. But I thought, because the shots he was hitting me with in the round, I thought I'm gonna have to finish it. You know what I mean? So I did. He was going, but I just clipped him with another one on the way.
It was a peach of a shot.
The job done.
Yeah, I was the one that was good night.
Finished him. He might have, if I didn't finish it with another like 2 or 3 shots, if I just clipped him with that one, he might have got back up, mightn't he? You don't know, but
I don't know, but what I do know is it was a brilliant fight, and like I say, what a fantastic debut, and then to finish off in the style that you did was wonderful. And I know we spoke on the night about it, but like I say, you've had time to reflect on it, to watch it back a few times yourself, and also I've been saying this to quite a few people because we've had a lot of guys making their debuts. Do you feel different now?
I do now, I've had it, I do.
You know, I'm going to watch, you're going to start moving around, you're preparing, because I've come to chat to you, because I think on the 19th of November, you're at Huyton in Liverpool, where you're going to have your second pro fight. We're not sure of opponent or anything yet, but do you feel different in yourself, you know, when you're sparring, when you're moving around with other people, when you're, you know, just in the gym when you're on the bag? You can't explain to people.
That amateur style and training, and obviously because I was training so long as a pro without even having my debut, and then once it got it out the way, like, you do feel different, And
how long before you came back in the gym?
After me fight?
Yeah.
Just had like we've just had a baby as well, me and my missus, like, so
right, is that your first?
Yeah, so we've been up having night feeds and doing all that, so I just had a couple of nights with them.
Well, having your first pro fight, it'd be like becoming a parent.
You
know, people say, oh, you don't know what it's like to be a parent, to become a parent, and you think, of course, I love kids are great. When you become a parent, your whole mindset changes, you become a different person, don't you? You see the whole world differently, and that's what I think it's like when you make your debut. You see boxing totally different to the way you perceived it before you made your debut.
Yeah, you do, you see everything different, you see. You look at people different, you look at other kids different, you respect other people a lot more, you know, it's mad like, but
did you enjoy that?
Yeah, she come a week before the fight.
No, not just a baby, but did you enjoy the pro fight?
Yeah, I loved it, mate, I'll never forget it, like, never forget my debut.
And what about all your friends saying and everything?
Oh, they were buzzing, they were all going mad on that top tier, and it was chaos, mate, but everyone's buzzing, like.
Well, I think, you know, like I say, it was a top night from start to finish, but those two fights in the middle of the show, which was started off with yours and Paddy's, it was brilliant.
Yeah, was that his debut as well?
It was Paddy's debut as well. He was a bit similar. He had a guy who was a little bit naturally heavier than him, and you don't think it makes much difference, but it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make a hell of a difference, Even when I was amateur.
As you said, with those little gloves on.
Yeah, even when I was amateur, sometimes I'd step it up and fight people for like titles who were like light heavyweight, and I'd be weighing in at like the bottom of light heavyweight, and they'd be top like 81 kilo light, and you feel the difference, like, and it's the same thing on my debut practically.
So how's preparations going? Have you been doing much sparring or anything?
Yeah, we've been doing a bit of sparring. I've got sparring tomorrow, and then got sparring. Steve Clark, young Steve Clark from Liverpool, he boxes out of the Rotunda.
Oh right,
he's
good amateur.
Good amateur, mate, he's very good, he's brilliant. And then I'm sparring Leon Williams on Saturday.
Just spoke to Liam.
He's on the same show.
Do you know?
Like,
I like him.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a very nice lad as well, isn't he?
Yeah, really nice, but he's got a little bit of very slick, good movement in there. You know what I mean? Throws a wonderful uppercut.
Yeah, he's quite strong as well.
Yeah, built like a brick shithouse.
Yeah, he is, mate.
So, I think he's a bit of a dark horse.
Yeah.
That super middleweight, he could be. Because he's big, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very big, mate.
So
he's about the same size as me.
Yeah, he's about the same height as you, but he's quite a thick set, isn't he?
He's filled out, mate.
I was surprised that when I first met him, which was just before he made his debut, that he was super middleweight. I thought he was a light heavyweight.
Yeah, big lad,
He's ripped as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, mate. He's big.
I'm intimidating you, right? But you love the
he's a good kid. I've sparred him a few times. Yeah, he's a very good kid. Like, we both help each other out. Like, so.
That's brilliant at this stage of your career. You need people like that, don't you? Where you're on the rise with one another, and you know, you never know further down the line.
That's it. Good box each other in the future. You don't know.
Well, he's only a baby, though, isn't he? I think he's 21.
I think so, mate. 21. Yeah, so he's got 6 years. 6 years on me, only before. You know.
Hey, look at you, look fresh as a baby, mate.
I know,
Maybe in another year's time, maybe not. A few more fights like that, maybe not.
Fights like that, It'd be an easy one.
But does it excite you going forward now? Because Steve was saying to you when you put pen to paper, you know, I know it was a long time ago now, but he'd try and get you out twice before Christmas, and then you know, after that first cancellation, you must have been thinking, oh God, this is never going to happen. And here we are, a few weeks later, and it looks like you're going to, you know, have your second fight.
Yeah, and I'm very pleased that he's got me out straight away. Like, especially whilst obviously I was fit from my last one, I haven't had to have like that break and then build my fitness straight back up again and just straight back on the horse after a couple of days.
I think that's what you should be early on in doing that anyway. If you can sell the tickets, that makes it possible as well. And you know, it looks like this place venture, you really get behind you, don't they?
The community and that, like all the lads and everyone from Birkenhead get behind us, like, so it's great.
Are you accepted over the other side of the water?
Am I accepted?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's always a little bit of rivalry, isn't there?
Yeah.
But you know, like I think Mash just like broke the borders, didn't they?
Yeah.
You know, everyone loves him, don't they?
Yeah. He's got the gift of the gab, Masher, and he, so he's a very nice lad.
Well, when I came down, and you know, I felt sorry for him because he'd not been in the gym for nearly 2 years.
Yeah.
He walks back in.
He was fit though, he was fresh, wasn't he?
He was, but he walked back in and started his beginning of his camp with 12 hard rounds with you.
Yeah.
And I watched the last 4 rounds that he did.
Yeah.
God, it was brutal for him, wasn't it? It was brutal. And you're his mate.
Yeah.
You didn't take it any easier on him.
Yeah, we're both doing. It's the same both ways, isn't it? He does the same to me.
Is that from years back when you were working with him and you thought, like, I'll get me on by now?
I'll get me on back when I'm on. Nah, we both put it in on each other, I think. Yeah, we do.
Well, do you know something? It was perfect for him though.
Yeah. Because
he then, after taking the punishment that you were dishing out in those 4 rounds, he knew
he knows he can take that type of power, do you know what I mean?
But he knew that he still wanted it.
Yeah, and also for me, it's brilliant for me to spar Matty because he's got that horrible style, you know, that he can put on you and work you hard.
How do you work him out? It's like a matrix, isn't it? You just don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, people underestimate him a lot, but
everyone underestimates
he's very, very clever. Yeah.
But what was nice to see in that second round for you of your pro debut was what Mash is always telling me about you. You're a lovely boxer.
Yeah, I think when I've watched it over, I think I just rushed it a bit too much. So in my next fight, you will see me a bit more like the second round where I come out a bit calmer, picking my shots, long shots, taking my time, staying away from danger. You'll probably see that a lot more in my next fight. I think my first fight, because I hadn't boxed for like 2-3 years.
But I think I remember you boxing a kid called Mickey Ellison, who's a good lad. Did he win the Central Area?
Yeah, that might have been about 4 years ago or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Might have been longer, I don't know.
It was a long time. It was probably more than that. It's probably about 5-6 years ago.
6, yeah.
But you know, you talk about being a nice boxer.
He's a big lad, isn't he?
He is a big lad, he is. But you talk about being a nice boxer, but you can have a little bit of a turn-up if you want.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, if we see an opening or if we see an opportunity to take it, I'm going to definitely take it.
I think you could be a...
But yeah, in my next fight you'll see me boxing, you'll see a better style, you'll enjoy it.
No, we enjoyed that.
Yeah.
No, we enjoyed everything. Because if you don't have that little bit of...
I just won't rush my work like I did. Because it was my debut, all the fans there, you want to knock out, you want it to be special. I was just rushing it a bit.
But he was the one.
But it
turned out that way. It turned out to be special.
And I got clipped as well in the first round.
and that's why it made the victory all the more special.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Because, you know, you had to earn it.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't given to you. Well, most, you know, I know it sounds horrible, but we try and get 6 wins for our fighters early on in the career to make sure they've learned the lessons to go forward for those 50-50 fights. And
it was the best possible debut I could ask for. I got a stoppage, I got hurt in the fight, and I had a tough one, you know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
And like I say, hopefully it means now you can, if you know, this is November the 19th, you can then chill out a little bit, enjoy Christmas, enjoy your baby,
definitely.
And then hopefully end of February, beginning of March, we can continue with the journey.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, listen, November the 19th at Huyton.
Yeah.
I'll be down there, and hopefully I'll be chatting to you and saying 2-0.
Definitely will.
Ben, you take care, mate.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Bye.